Hey you, good morning. This is Maybe Speaks, signing in for yet another episode of Maybe Speak, one signet at a time, I pursue my Ikigai. Before we dive in, I have a question for you to ponder. Are you an organized person in real life? A stickler for rules? Someone who plans well ahead to make sure everything is in place? If so, will you do me a favor? Do I see you nodding? Or perhaps hesitating, unsure whether to say yes? Relax. Let me start with the story. At the end of it, I'll ask you the question again. So, here goes. Episode 4. Ditch the baggage. It was a lazy Sunday afternoon when boredom peaked as one realized it would be Monday soon. And that's when the groaning and grumbling started. You'll relate even better if you have kids at home who have the liberty of voicing out the same thoughts that adults may have at the end of every weekend. It's just that we choose to stay quiet and try not to set the wrong examples by influencing them early in their lives. The little boy was bored, and the thoughts of having to go to school the next day were making him gloomy. He went to look for his dad, who was taking a much-deserved nap after a hectic week that had passed. "Dad, wake up. Dad, please, Dad." He prodded him in a whiny voice. "What is it, Zach?" mumbled his dad Ryan. "Could we go for a drive? Please? I'm so bored here," Zach whined. "Not today, Zach," Daddy replied. "Please, Dad, please, please, please," Zach went on, quite resolute to convince his dad somehow. "Okay, fine, go find Mommy and Zara. Ask them to get ready. Let's go," he said, finally succumbing to his son's pleas. "Yeah, thank you, Daddy. You're simply the best. Yay! Mommy, hurry. Dad says we're going out in some time." He yelled at the top of his voice and went hop, skip and jumping out of the room. His dad couldn't help smiling at his excitement and got out of bed, stretching himself out for what he didn't realize would turn out to be the best weekends ever. In a few minutes, the family of 4 hit the road and went on a long drive. There was music, there was chatter, and lots of fun. They were loving the ride and enjoying their moments together. It was a much-needed breather after a routinely hectic week, both for the parents as well as the kids. They had taken a new route this time, with lush green fields, tall palm trees, and sparkling backwaters stretching as far as the eye could see. The sun danced off the water's surface as they passed quiet coastal villages, their vibrant houses standing in contrast to the peaceful, shimmering water. The scenic beauty of the place captivated everyone in the car, and they all felt the thrill of exploring new surroundings. They lost themselves in the splendor of nature and at times the slow-moving traffic until they realized they had come a long, long way by sunset. A few more miles and they would be entering a neighboring state. When the realization dawned on them, they stopped on the way, debating whether to ride forth or turn around and get back home. "Daddy, let's keep going. This is so exciting. Let's spend the night at this new place and get back in the morning. It's going to be fun. Please, Daddy," Zach resumed his pleading. No way, Ryan. Don't look at me. We are not staying here, replied Vanda firmly, shaking her head at her husband. Mommy, please, just us once, Zach pleaded. Zara, sitting quietly in the back seat, with her big brown eyes wide with curiosity, babbled excitedly, her soft giggles adding to her brother's charm. Her innocent expression seemed to say, "Why not? This could be fun." After a few minutes of debating, Zach managed to convince his parents. He sat in the front seat with a winner smile lighting up his face. The family found a cozy B&B as soon as they entered the nearby town, a small but welcoming place with flower boxes hanging from the windows and a charming porch. It was an old house turned into a guest house, its walls adorned with paintings of the surrounding countryside. The quiet atmosphere of the town, coupled with the warmth of the place, made them feel instantly at home. They decided to halt there for the night. It was an impulsive decision, and they were hardly prepared for any of it. They had left home in their lounge clothes, not bothering to change since it was meant to be a short drive. But this was never a part of the plan. A new state, a new town by the coast, people speaking an entirely new language, a new culture, and an entirely new experience. The kids loved every bit of it, and so did the couple. Zara, despite her young age, was wide-eyed with wonder as she took in everything around her. Her tiny hands reached for everything, her fingers brushing against the rustic walls, the smooth textures of the wooden furniture, and the colorful flowers outside. She giggled as she began to explore her surroundings in an innocent way. Zach, on the other hand, was already asking questions about everything he could see and hear, trying to learn about this strange but fascinating new place. Just the thought of how random this whole experience was excited them tremendously. That night, they stayed up late, chatting, playing, laughing, and bonding as a family. Those little moments were truly priceless for the kids, since they were making most of their cherishable childhood memories. Yet another highlight of the sudden trip was that they hadn't once looked at their mobile phones. The kids had all their attention. They talked and talked until they fell asleep on their parents' laps. Venda stroked their foreheads lovingly and smiled at Ryan. "I haven't felt this way in ages, Ryan. It reminds me of those good old days before we had Zach. Those beautiful memories and the surprises you used to give me. How exciting and thrilling it was. This feels like going back in time," she said, looking into his eyes. Ryan nodded and held her hand tightly, stroking it gently. Venda walked to the window and looked out at the night sky, lit up by a crescent moon and scattered with stars. The air was crisp, carrying a sweet scent of flowers, and the quiet was peaceful, almost surreal. "Isn't this the first time we're doing something random with the kids? Unplanned and totally out of the blue? Given my travel history, and having been known for never packing light, I have never imagined empty hands like this, Ryan. I was a little skeptical when you suggested we stay back for the night. But then, strangely, I seemed to like the idea. There was this sense of calm that came over me, and I've never felt this before during any of our recent travels. There was absolutely no tension of packing, weighing the baggage, checklist, double-checking the kids' bags, and all of that. It felt so good to have avoided that part of the travels. It felt simple and comfortable. I'm beginning to love this. Thank you, Ryan, she said. Ryan gave her a warm hug from behind and added, I feel the same way too. Let's do this more often. Venda nodded. Yes, please, I would really love that. They paused to look at their little ones sprawled on the bed, fast asleep. They smiled at each other, savoring the joy of the moment, feeling content and relaxed for the first time in a long while. This felt perfect. This felt real. Just then they realized they were making a sweet memory for a lifetime. "Let's make more memories for all of us," Wenda whispered as she leaned on Ryan. Voila! Did you enjoy my story? Have you ever had a similar experience in your life where a spontaneous decision led to an unforgettable memory? Have you ever experienced the sense of relief that comes when you don't have to be organized for once? Have you ever felt the thrill of doing something utterly crazy and completely random? If not, now's the time. Go on a spontaneous trip to a place you love with someone you care about. Surprise your kids with a fun adventure. Just do it without overthinking it. For once, forget about packing, the checklist and the baggage. Experience the freedom of having no strings attached. Interestingly, this analogy can also apply to life. Life becomes a lot simpler when we choose not to cling to the past and let go of unnecessary baggage. Don't you agree? Though it might not always seem as easy as it sounds, it's for the better. It definitely is. Letting go of the weight of past hurts, and unpleasant memories can free you to move forward instead of being bound by them. Dare to let them go, just for once. So, my dear ones, will you ditch the baggage? Spread the word, spread love. Have an amazing weekend. Take care.